Welcome back to the video Anth.Tech, and right here I have the brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 8, and this was sent out by Verizon, but everything I do say in this video is my own, and this phone is incredible, and I really do like this. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the unboxing, then head into the review on the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. So opening up the Note 8's box, here is the Note 8 itself, and taking it out of the divider, we get the paperwork from Verizon, and there's also the SIM card ejection tool. Next up is the charging brick, which is fast charge, which is nice to see, and also the cable, which is USB Type-C. Then here are the earbuds and the extra tips. Now these are from AKG themselves and sound great. Lastly are the replacement tips and a removing tool for the S Pen. Here is the beautiful Galaxy Note 8 in the orchid gray color. Now this has the dual camera system on the back and the infinity display on the front. This phone is made out of Gorilla Glass 5 with metal sandwich in between. Taking a look around the Note, on the bottom is a headphone jack, USB-C for charging, and then the microphone for calls and a speaker. And then lastly the S Pen. Heading to the right side is just a power button. Then up top we have the SIM card slot, which also has storage expansion for micro SD card, which can go up to 256 gigabytes, and then a microphone on the side. Lastly, on the left side is the volume rocker, then also the Bixby button. Taking out the S Pen is very easy, and all you have to do is push it in, then it'll pop out with a spring. And once it's out, the screen will prompt you with what you may want to do, like create a note, view all notes, smart select, screen write a live message, or translate. Then heading into create a note, and here you can write whatever you want, and change the color or whatever kind of writing tool that you want to use. Then applying more pressure to the screen with the pen will give you a thicker line, so it's really realistic. Heading into the screen write, this takes a screenshot, and then you can write on the screen exactly what it sounds like. So if you take a screenshot of a paragraph on a website or something, you can circle a specific part, and then you can send it to someone, so that way it's easier to see. So the Note 8 has a modern looking infinity display with a screen to body ratio of 83%, which looks awesome. Now this has 6.3 inches of OLED goodness at 1440 by 2960 with a pixels per inch of 522, which is really good, when the iPhone X or 10 only has 459 pixels per inch, which more is better, so the Note takes the win. The screen's aspect ratio is 18.5 by 9 and also features HDR support for apps like YouTube and Netflix. Next up on the back are the cameras, along with the dual tone flash, which is the first Galaxy to have two cameras, and both are stabilized with OIS or optical image stabilization. Now there will also be a video test for that. Now both cameras have 12 megapixels, but one is telephoto, which zooms in without losing any quality. Heading into the settings, on the top is the picture size, which I would change to 18.5 by 9, so that way it looks better when looking over them. Below that is the video size or resolution, which I will change to UHD or 4K, is better, so I'll pick that. Then here you have HDR rich tone, so I want to have that on. Then for the front facing camera, which is 8 megapixels, I will change that to 18.5 by 9 also, and also change the resolution, so QHD takes a win. Once in the camera app, swiping to the right will get you to the settings like auto, pro, panorama, slow-mo, hyperlapse, food, which gives a blur effect, virtual shot, and download from the store if you want more. Then swiping to the left will get you into the different effects, and there are a lot in here. Then when you click on the X2 button, you zoom in without losing any quality, since this is the telephoto lens. Next up is zooming, and there's a feature where if you hold down the shutter button, you can slide this, which is really nice, instead of using pinch to zoom, but if you like that, it still works. Then here you can see the telephoto lens, when zoomed in, is really stable and in focus with nearly no shake, which is really good. There's also a really cool feature called live photo, which gives you a nice background blur, and you can adjust this live when the shot is taken or after, which is pretty neat. So here are some examples of before and after shots, and here you can see the candle before and after. And here you can see the plant before and after, and you can see that there is a lot of detail. Okay, here's the video test, testing the stabilization and the audio. Again, there is some wind, so this is going to be testing the stabilization and also audio. Here you can see this is all handheld, and you can see what it's able to do. Here is the front-facing camera, which has 8 megapixels. Then swiping down or clicking the flip button will switch it, so that way now you can see me. Now also here you can see how wide it is, and also how it's focusing, which is really good. Okay, so here I am testing the front-facing camera. We're testing the stabilization of this, so I'm going to go ahead and just walk around, and you can judge stabilization for yourself, and I'll be able to see it when I'm editing this video. So right now it seems pretty steady, and then also let me know what the audio sounds like, as there is some wind, so you can also see if there's any popping sounds or anything coming from that. Taking a look at the Geekbench score for the Snapdragon 835, it gets a single core score of 1,874 and a multi-core score of 6,608, which is impressive. Scrolling down, there are 6 GB of RAM, but only 5.12 GB are available, which is fine. But you can see I have many different apps open, and it handles it like a champ with zero lag. Now this is also running Android version 7.1.1 Nougat, and Samsung is currently working with Google on getting Android Oreo, which is the most available one here on the Note 8, which would be great, but I like Nougat, so that's good. Then when it comes to the storage, there are 64 GB in the phone, but then you can go ahead and open it up to SIM tray, which also has a micro SD card expansion slot that can go up to 256 GB, so that way you have a lot of more storage. In settings under lock screen and security, I have PIN and facial recognition set up right now, but you can have facial recognition, fingerprint, or iris, and these are going to be the safest ones to use. Then for the lock screen, you can use swipe, pattern, PIN, password, or nothing, which is obviously not secure at all. And for the safer ones, which are biometrics, here I have facial recognition, but I'm going to go ahead and add my fingerprint, which is on the back, and setting it up is a breeze. But you can see right here I'm getting some error messages, and that's because they want you to move your finger around so that we can get a better angle, so that way it's faster and better to use. But once it's done, it is really fast, which is great to see. Then for the battery, it is 3,300 mAh, which is offering really great battery life, and you can use either USB Type-C or fast wireless charging to charge it up. Okay, that's going to wrap up my review on the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, the link to this will be down below in the description section, and that'll take you into Verizon's website, and I have another one that'll take you into Samsung's website, that you're going to check them both out. Also, if you like this video, please smash the like button down below, as it really helps us out. And also, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel here at Anth.Tech, so you don't miss out on new videos live. And as always, stay classy.